Hey YouTube, it's your boy Widgie here, coming at you with some more Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, and something interesting for you, a potentially new Russian rush right here. Now, a few caveats. This is map dependent because of the certain units that Z Boson is going to be going for here, and you've probably already guessed it by the thumbnail. It's the Inquisitors. It is the guys with the torch. I just, as I say, I got completely thrown off with this. I'm playing against Z Boson here. He is on the top right part of the map, playing as the Russians, of course, in the green, and myself on the bottom left here, playing as Hauser in the cyan. And this is something that I've never actually come across before. So maybe you guys have. Let me know down in the comments below if you have, or if you haven't. And also, if you're actually maybe going to give this a try. I think it's a very memey kind of cheese build, of course. I don't know whether it's going to work all the time. Of course, I did say the caveat around the map. It is map dependent because of the mercenary that you do get. And we're going to watch Z Boson here unleash this rush, the Inquisitor rush. We're going to be seeing it in action, and we're going to be seeing the cards that he goes for, how he makes this possible. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Strap yourselves in and let's do this. So we can see here that, interestingly, he has just built the one house here. He hasn't gone for a market or anything like that. Of course, he's just built the one house. I think you do with Russia. I've completely lost the plot with Russia. I haven't played them for a long time, so apologies. But what we do see actually is a TP going down here for Russia. So it is the house and TP. That is an unusual opening. Normally with Russia, it is the house and market, and then you tend to go hunting dogs. So it's not the standard play. And of course, let's have a look. The Inquisition is the name of the deck. And here is the deck, ladies and gents. First card that Z Boson is going to be going for is the Distributivism here. So you get the small trickle, 1.25 a second. Normally get this with like India and sometimes Brit as well, but we are going to be seeing it with Russia right here. And just to let you guys know, I'm kind of just doing a kind of like Raider opening, kind of Raider Fulani opening here. I'm going to be trying to do against Z Boson. I had no idea that he was going to be doing this. Got to be honest with you guys. No idea at all. He is going to be getting a stray dog here with that treasure. But I thought he was just going to do the standard thing. I thought he was either going to pressure me in H2 or he was going to maybe go for a defensive kind of fast fortress. One of the two. And I thought opening up with like mass raiders is probably pretty effective. Cav is pretty effective against Russia because, you know, the muskets aren't very good. Strelets obviously get hard countered. The only thing is Cossacks for the Russians against Cav, unless you have a really large mass of musketeers, or recruits, as what they're going to be called in the upcoming patch. So here we do see the age up is now going to be on the way. A card is still available here for Z Boson, and he is going to be aging up with the Quartermaster. So 400 wood here. He's going to pull all of his vills over to wood. So nothing crazy unusual here. Apart from the TP opening, of course, and the Distributivism. But yeah, everything seems to be okay. You can see I've kind of gone for this good old split on gold and wood. I want to get that university up. So that's what I'm doing right now. And we can see here that he's putting another house down. Now, obviously, mercenaries, guys, typically very high pop units. Very, very high pop, take a lot of space up. So he's putting another house down here in transition. And he's going to be bringing this herd in right here, his second herd. And also something that mercenaries tend to cost a lot is gold. Of course, if you're from the Euro civs, they tend to be very gold heavy. If you're from the African civs, they are influence heavy. We can see that he's just over halfway now. Hardened iron axis improvement. I think that's my improvement. Don't know why that came through there, because we are looking at Z Boson right now. And he is going to be getting down a market here. So he's going to be putting it at the back of the base. Interesting spot for it, but it's going to be going there. And he's nearly got his age up underway. And my age up has now come in. Fantastic. Going to be getting the war camp down. And now his age up is in. So 400 wood and boom. Let's have a look. Key thing here. 2 cards straight off the bat. First one is going to be 700 wood. Second one is going to be Patriarchy. This is the deck, guys. Some interesting things here that are unusual, of course, for this kind of strategy. We see Patriarchy here. Healers are cheaper and train much faster. Very interesting. Because, spoilers, the Inquisitor actually heals. It's a unit that can heal other units. So this is going to be great. It's going to halve the price and also reduce the train time of them as well. We also have the theatres here, upgrading taverns to theatres. We also have fencing school and boyers, but fencing school is also going to be a crucial one as well. So he's going to be getting this wood in. I assume this wood is going to be for further houses, going to need that for the population for your mercenaries. And of course, he's going to be dropping down a tavern at some point as well. But yeah, this actually threw me completely off guard. So guys, I really encourage you to give this a go. Don't give it a go all the time. And as I mentioned, this is map dependent, because there is this thing that I didn't even know this, guys, but until a while ago. But each map has specific mercenaries available. Okay, so they have specific natives available and mercenaries. Okay, so it's very, very crucial. We can see he's now built a church. So the church is going down, and there are some texts that Zed Boson is going to be getting from the church for this build, and he is now building his tavern, or his saloon, whatever you want to call it, and boom, he's now going to be getting the amalgamation, the second upgrade for coin mining, because as I said, mercenaries very high in coin. Getting the amalgamation is crucial. You can see here now the tavern is built, and he's not actually producing any Inquisitors just yet. He's waiting for that patriarchy to come through, and then he's going to be getting the theaters, which reduces the outlaw pop reduction there. You can see that. So the population reduction is going to go down. Now we can see another one, the mission fervor. Now, mission fervor, I don't actually know what this does. So I am actually just going to quickly check. It increases the hit points of healers by 50%, decreases the training time by 50%, and grants 50% healing rate. So he's just got a card that reduces training time by 35%. Mission fervor is going to be 50%. So that's 85% if it stacks. And obviously the hit points is now 50% as well for this unit. So it's kind of insane. And now he's just done a lovely row of houses here for all of his population needs. And this theatre is going to reduce the population. You can see here it says outlaw type units cost less population. And here we go. The Inquisitors at the moment are 4 population, but they only cost 50 coin, which is crazy. And you can see he's going to be getting the first one out here. And let's just have a look. When that theatre's come in, the card comes in, let's have just a quick look at that population. There it is. Boom. Halves it from 4 to 2. And now he's just going to be spamming. Now he is good to go. He's got nearly all vills on coin. They have the amalgamation upgrade. 50 coin a unit. And this unit, I'm going to struggle against. You can see here I've opened up with Javelin Riders. And I'm trying to do as much as I can here to deal with the Inquisitors. I could probably micro a little bit better. I was a little bit kind of... I've got some Raiders coming in now. I was quite sort of confident with my approach here that I could deal with this. But we're going to start to find out that the rate of Inquisitors that come out is kind of scary. We can see he's now got a coin shipment on the way as well. That's going to just, double the rate of these units coming out. And the crazy thing about these units is that they have melee resist, 225 HP. They're heavy infantry units, but their attack is siege. Remember that. It's siege. So it's doing quite a number on my cav here, and I kind of poorly microed that. Going to be honest, I probably could have microed the Javelin Riders a bit better, but I just didn't know what these units, what they were capable of. I just didn't know. And we can see now that he is queuing another batch up, and he's got another on the way now. And once the coin is coming in, which it is, it's going to be the tempo is going to be kind of insane. Look at the healing now. The healing is now happening, and the rate has been increased because of that mission fervor technology from the church. And we can see how quick he is healing back up, ready to go back in again. And I think the only way to deal with these units, because remember they've got 4.5 movement speed, so even skirms are not going to be able to outmaneuver. I think the only way, honestly, for me as Hauser, is to go full javelin and to basically try and just outmaneuver, just keep sort of poking and doing as much damage as possible. I think that's really the only way that I can deal with it. And instead I kind of go for like Falanis here, to try and deal with this, but this isn't going to work out too well because Falani's had the same movement speed as the Inquisitors. Look how many are coming out. Now there is Fencing School coming in, which means it's going to be another reduction to build time, and they are just going to be pumping out so quickly after Fencing School comes in. And we can see here, population is pretty darn high as well, but he's got no issue with that. He's still got wood left, and now he's in the middle of my base, and I don't really know what to do. Never seen this before, so just trying to do the best I can. Look how quickly they are coming in now. It's basically unstoppable at this point. The only way I think to beat this is to outlast this wave. And then he hasn't got any coin shipment. He's run out of coin shipment, and hopefully you could try and pull back and do something. But now the score is clearly ahead. I think it's because of the Inquisitors. They are quite expensive, but his score is currently ahead here. I'm trying to out micro. I accidentally pinged there. I try and get in between the houses. Quite a nice little spot here for the Falani to try and do what they can. And some of them are going down, but it's the siege. Look at the siege rate of this as well. 1.5 rate of siege, 22 siege damage. My palace is going to be going down. More javelins coming out, but it's just not going to be enough. And he's also now following up with strelets as well. 13 strelets are going to be coming in to cause a few issues. So even if I went javelin riders mainly, I don't know, maybe it could have worked. I am losing quite a lot here, so I'm just kind of in amazement. And I go for the Ganachi shipment here in age 2. I thought AoE's damage is quite good here with all of these Inquisitors, but there's just too many. The lol and the GG from myself here is called, and that is GG there in a nutshell, guys. 10 minutes 32, game over. What an interesting build. Now, obviously, huge caveats with this. I did have a quick chat with Zed Boson afterwards in the post-game chat. And yeah, it is, I believe it is map dependent because of the tavern. Now, you can always see what mercenaries you have available before you build a tavern. If you just hover over the tavern when you're about to build it, it will tell you what outlaws are available and mercenaries for that map. So it is map dependent, of course. But I don't know. I think you could throw off quite a fair few opponents with this kind of build, honestly. They're definitely not going to expect it from Russia. They're always going to expect the blockhouse opening, you know, somewhere in the middle of the map. But something fun, something cheesy, something memey. I thought I would show you this. Of course, let me know, guys, in the comments below if you've been up against this on the ladder. Please let me know. This was actually on a random lobby. So it's like a custom lobby. It was a quick match. It wasn't ranked. But this guy, it was around my sort of skill level, maybe a little bit higher. So, of course, let me know in the comments below if you've come across this. If you're going to give it a go, of course, it'd be great to hear from you as well. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video or the next stream. Catch you later, guys.